It premieres tonight on Discovery. At 10 Eastern Time. We've had this gentleman on before, way back in the day. I met him when he was on NFL Network picking games. This was a long time ago when he was on the great show, According to Jim. And he's ready for his next stage in life, which is building a cannabis business from scratch in Southern Oregon, growing Belushi's star, Jim Belushi, here on the show. How you been, Jim?
Oh, man, nice to be back with you. How are you?
I'm doing better for talking to you. Are you calling from Southern Oregon right now? Is that where you are?
No, actually, I'm in Martha's Vineyard, isolated on a little island.
Amazing.
Do you have? Do you have?
The island is social distanced from the country.
Yes, it is. I would agree. So, wow. So you are far from Southern Oregon right now. Do you have your own cannabis business working there in Martha's Vineyard as well, Jim?
No, not at all.
Okay.
This is the time I can take a little bit of a break because our harvest begins September 10th. So I'll be going back in a week, getting ready to cut it down, to trim it, to cure it, to trim it, and sell it. And I'm just like a boots on the ground guy. I am a farmer. I am not. It was so much easier acting, doing other people's lines, opposed to growing other people's strains. Let me tell you. I am a farmer. I am Bill Murray and Elmer Fudd wrapped in one, chasing gophers, squirrels, aphids, russet mites, grass. I see a grasshopper and I freak out. I mean,
we're looking at a photograph of you, what looks like a hedge, like it's about 10 feet tall. Are you saying that that's cannabis, what we're looking at, that you're walking through right now? Yes. Beautiful, beautiful female plants, because they're the ones that have the THC and the terpene values. So, I guess the first question is why, Jim? Why did you decide to do this and then make a TV show out of it?
Well, listen. First of all, you bring everything you've ever learned up to every job you do, right? I mean, so I got this farm. I had a little property on the river, and then the farm came up behind me. It was 80 acres. And I bought the farm, and I didn't know what to grow. And that year it was legal, 2015, in Oregon. I said, well, I guess it's the new agriculture. This is like the new trend, so let's do it. And, boy, did I enter into a world I knew nothing about. So I filmed it. So as my education goes, so does the audience. So we've learned a lot about the business. It's not a stoner show.
Right.
It's a show about farming, about the quality. I know everything. I know that the ground has got to be 64 degrees temperature in order for the micronutrients to go into the roots and in order for the THC to rise up to the water leaves. I know, 45% perlite. I know it all. Now,
damn. So is there a manual for this, Jim? Is there like how'd you learn it?
There's a manual as far as agriculture is concerned. There's a lot of similarities as far as fertilization and natural pesticides. But no, all the criminals, that were criminals for years that grew pot are now legit, and they're filling these farms and teaching us.
Jim Belushi, Growing Belushi, premiering tonight at 10 Eastern Time on Discovery, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. So appearances include...
Funny.
I was about to say funny. I mean, because you've got some funny people, including yourself, involved here. Dan Aykroyd is going to make an appearance on this?
Danny is in it. Judy is in it. My sister-in-law, John's widow. There's a whole Blues Brothers section in there. We perform on a little stage on my property. Have a big harvest party. We go to Columbia. My cousin Chris and I went down to Columbia to speak, and I went, let's grab some cameras. I was there for 9 days improvising. Two of the episodes, really one of the episodes is all Columbia stuff that happened, man. I mean, there was 150,000 people at Smokeout. We were in the middle of. There was a gunshot. There was a little bit of a stampede. I mean, we got all this on camera, all real time. It's quite exotic. It's educational, and it's funny, and it's called growing Belushi, not growing pot, because I kind of grow along with it as a person in my own personal kind of traumas that I've experienced in my life.
Right.
And I pitched it to this great guy, Michael Rapino, who runs Live Nation.
Sure.
I pitched the idea to him, and what a visionary this guy's been, man. He's one of the smartest people in the business. Anyway, I pitched it to him, and in 8 minutes, he stood up, shook my hand. He says, how much money you need? We'll finance it.
Hey.
So it was great. And then Discovery picked it up. We shot it. Discovery picked it up, and we're on tonight.
Off you go. 10 Eastern tonight. Well, hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.